Hey, what's going on, family? You are tuned in to Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. We are your nightcap of comedy. We thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you guys had an amazing Easter. We know we were off Monday and Tuesday. We took Sunday off to hang out with our family, so we hope you had a good time. I am joined in virtual studio with my comedy brother, Mr. James John, my comedy sister, Samantha Ivey.
Woo!
Mike Hurley, he is off tonight. Miguel Colon Jr., probably in jail because he didn't text us and tell
Ah,
us where the hell he was at. But we have a special guest online with us tonight. He will be at the Orlando Improv this weekend, April 22nd and 23rd. Let
yay,
me read
yay.
y'all this man accolades. Winner of the Miller Stand-Up Comedy Competition, tours with the Shack All-Star Comedy Jam, finalist for NBC Diversity, semifinalist for Last Comic Standing, BET Comic View, The Monique Show, Kevin Hart's LOL Network. Put your hands together and show your
Wait a minute.
love
Hold
for
on. Whoa,
LeVar.
whoa,
Oh, hold
wait,
on,
wait,
hold
wait.
on, hold on.
You forgot about Life and Beth
Beth,
on
that's
Amy
right.
Schumer.
And
Yeah,
Life and Bath on Amy Schumer,
now,
LeVar Walker in the building. What up, brother?
Hey, how you doing, man?
We
How
good,
you
man.
guys doing?
we're
Pleasure to
great.
meet you all, and can't wait to get to Orlando for this show this weekend. Two shows Friday, two shows Saturday. Good people in the world out there. Make sure you get them tickets,
Get
Yes.
them
okay?
tickets, man.
The
Hey,
babies
LeVar,
need shoes.
LeVar, we
Um,
start every episode out. We always like to ask. We are comic book people. We got to know the origin story. So, how long you been doing comedy? Where did you start? And how was your first ever show?
Okay. The first time I got on stage, I was in college at Xavier
Hmm.
University. I
Yep.
went back home to Chicago for break. The first stage I got on was All Jokes Aside in Chicago. So this was like 1995.
Mm.
I got booed. They lit lighters, and I said, no, this is not for me.
But
Okay. So I
LeVar,
end
tell
up,
people at
uh,
home though what it's like getting booed by our people though. It's different.
But on top of that, LeVar and James, LeVar, you're the first comedian we had that said they had a bad first set.
Wow.
oh, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man, I've had a bad first, some seconds, thirds. I've had many bad sets.
Talk about it,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
yeah, but I got booed, bro, and they lit lighters, and I
Mm.
just said, "Oh well, maybe this is not for me." It was very discouraging.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up, just going to school. I was at Xavier in pharmacy school, just around the yard, and I was obnoxious. So subconsciously, I was doing comedy in front of people. I just had this urge to constantly entertain and make people laugh, and that was even from childhood because I was a rather odd-looking child. I was a curious-looking child, and I needed a way for people to like me. I
Uh-huh.
wanted people to like me, and
Uh-huh.
that was it, man. So that last year of pharmacy school, I told a good friend of mine, my line brother, shout out to all the fraternity brothers, Cap Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. But I told my line brother, I said, hey, man, I'm about to do comedy. People been telling me I should do comedy all my life. So my last year of pharmacy school, man, I started doing comedy, man. It was just really for love and passion. I wasn't expecting anything to happen. I wasn't looking for fame. It was just truly an outlet and a passion, man, just a love.
Well, LeVar, let me ask you this, man. You said the first time you got on stage, you got booed, which thank you for your honesty, by the way. When
Yeah.
did it start to click for you? At what point, what was going on in your life and how long you've been doing it, where the comedy started to click and people started to actually enjoy all the jokes you were telling and you were like, man, I can do this?
Oh man. For me, honestly, bro,
Yeah. Be real
I'm
with
gonna
it.
say maybe 2 years ago. I think. Like I mean, and I'm gonna tell you something. Now I've done a lot. I've done the Comic
Yes,
View.
you
I've
have.
done the Last
Yeah.
Comic. I
Yeah.
had Kevin Hart crying, laughing tears when I won Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Uh, man, dude, man, the Shaq All Star 40 cities with that, the Plastic
God
Cup
bless.
Boys tour.
Yeah.
Geez, man, yeah, and I worked. I was working that whole time
Yes, you were.
because I was living in relative fear. Now,
Okay.
as these things were going on, I was also in the movie Uncle Drew with Rail.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Rail tight. I did an episode of his show. I was on Netflix Sneakerheads. I
Yes.
did Punch Up for Bad Boys for Life with Will and Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Now listen to me now. All of this time in fear. When I won Shaq, I mean, when I won Miller Lite, Kevin Hart crying, I won all this money, I don't know, 10,000 in 30 minutes. I went back to work in fear. Let me tell you, in fear. God was showing me, I have something that you have to do. You have to do this. Being a pharmacist, yes, it's comfortable. I mean, you know, I did all right. Open micer, driving off an Escalade. That's not usual. But anyway.
No, it's not. Open micer, leave and go, hey, can I get a ride?
Right,
Hey, I understand. I'm driving off in an Audi, so I get it.
So I was just in such fear, man, until about, man, maybe the last couple of years, man. And that's when I really think I found, like, people knew my voice. I'm talking about being a pharmacist and all this, but that's when I really think I knew. That's when I was like, I got this now. Wow. So I've only been not a pharmacist for about a year now, but man, the signs that God was sending me, you know, with that Amy Schumer thing, that was just fucking unreal. You know, I'm performing at Martha's Vineyard, all black show. I'm killing me, George Wallace, Damon Williams, Chris Spencer.
The legend himself. Nice.
Yeah, he was here in Orlando this weekend.
Oh, too. Mr. Wallace. I'm George
That's
Wallace.
it.
Let me tell you something. You know what? You're stupid. You're stupid.
Yes.
So, dude, you know, I've done this show several times with David. Shout out to David Williams, Steve Capers. And, dude, I'm killing all black crowd. I walk into this lobby. It is Amy Schumer. Now, I've done all urban comedy pretty much most of my career. You know, did a little last comic, cool. I can switch time and whatever. So I see her, oh my God, you're so funny. And I just hugged her and left. And that led to her following me and DMing me and asked me if I wrote anything. And then I ended up, dude, I'm in New York working with Amy Schumer, writing and on the show. And I'm still working PRN. It's the things that were happening. Oh my God, were insane. They were insane.
So you would go back to work?
Let me tell you this, dude. I was in the parking lot of CVS, man. It was a Saturday. And I pulled up in that parking lot. I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't feel like this goddamn shit. I'm sorry.
Okay. You good? Don't worry about it. We got it. We got the time.
I was like,
now.
man, I don't feel like this today. And I'm sitting in my car. I'm like, dude, I was like, dude, I wouldn't have cared if I had blown my brains because I was just over it. I was over retail pharmacy.
Gotcha.
So I'm sitting in my car. I get a text. From this writer. Hey, Lavar, got a referral. I want to know if you want to do some punch up on Bad Boys for Life. You know, if you don't want to do it, point me in the right. I'm like, whoa. I said, what? Yes. Bro, the next day I drive to Tyler Perry Studios. Now, the movie had wrapped, but I guess sometimes with big.
Hey, Lavar, you sound. There you go. You sounded cut out. You back.
So they want to do different reshoots of certain scenes
to punch it up. Dude,
to punch up. You know, so I get on set, man. I'm there, and I'm like, I guess it's just gonna be me in a room by myself. So I'm there, and they got trailers out. I'm like, interesting. So the writer meets me. I go through security. The writer meets me. We standing in front of this trailer. This other writer comes over. And hey, Lavar. So he starts walking to the trailer. I'm talking to the other writer. The trailer door opens up and Will Smith walks out. Right?
Wow.
And you know, I see Will, I'm like, wow, this is insane. It's just it's blowing my mind.
Oh, yeah. One of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
Bro, I'm trying to play it cool. I'm like, you know, like the dude brought Will over. Lavar, this is Will. Will, this is Lavar. And I'm like, yeah. But then I said, I can't. I looked Will Smith in the eye. I said, yo, I can't do this. This isn't real. And Will started laughing And it was like money just flying out his mouth.
Oh yeah.
It was surreal, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing punch up. I see Martin. We at Television Studios. They doing the whole explosions for these scenes. And then what did I do? Next day, went back to work.
Just
I'm
regular
saying
work.
this to say, and you know, like you said, you know, before we even started, it's like, wow, bro, you know, my sister's a pharmacist, is great money, cool, God bless you.
Yeah.
But sometimes, man, you really have to step out on faith and into the unknown.
I believe that.
And
believe that.
And if it totally fails, and I totally hit the wall, that's my failure, and I own that. But it's so important to follow your passion and listen to your heart, because one thing that our biggest asset, our most expensive asset, is our time, which is finite.
Yeah.
So now my biggest fear is not failure; it's regret. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And these blessings that I've received, dude, God has more than told me, I got you. And I hate to sound so Steve Harvey-ish, because this does sound like I was sleeping in my car. Let me tell you, I had to get my ass in the shower at the hotel. I took a bath at a gas station. God told me this. You know, that's what I feel like. But no, this is, bro, listen. This journey for me is incredible, bro. And I'm just totally blessed, man. I can't, dude, for years I grew up in Southside Chicago. It's a blue collar town. I never looked at entertainment as a viable means to make a living. Because you know what I'm saying? You grew up in the, you know, I'm 44. I grew up in the, you know, in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It's Chicago, the blue collar. Everybody, get you a job. They pay good money down there. They pay $20-something an hour.
Yeah.
You're like, what? And it was like your program, job. And I think it was just so programmed into me, and that fear was just holding me. I remember doing Last Comic Standing, and the late, great Norm Macdonald was one of the judges. And I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my little old man impersonation, talking about pharmacy. And Norm looks at me and he said, hey, I'm going to tell you, you need to quit that pharmacy now. I said, what? You need to quit. You need to quit pharmacy now. You're really good. I'm on stage, and they didn't air this, but I'm arguing with Norm Macdonald about, no, I can't quit. I don't know where my next check is coming from. Let me win, and I'll quit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
One of the greatest comedians in the world. And I'm sitting up there, and we're going back and forth, and he's like, literally like, dude, I see it for you, man. So
that's so great.
I'm here, man. So that's why I say in the last couple of years, as that confidence grew, and I knew, because now I'm flying. I'm flying, bro.
Nice.
I'm flying.
Hey, Lavar, real quick, man, we gotta go to commercial. You want to stick around one more segment? We got to talk a little bit more.
Stay, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, man. Well, we got Lavar Walker. Lavar Walker is at the Orlando Improv, April 22nd and 23rd. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Radio 104.1.
Yeah.
We are back. Real Laughs on Real Radio 104.1. We're your nightcap of comedy. And remember, guys, hey, check us out on Instagram, Facebook. And if you want to see these beautiful ass faces, go to YouTube and look at all of our videos. And if you miss any of the shows, please go to iHeartMedia, look up Real Laughs, and all of these are now in podcast format. Download the podcast, because me and James need the money. I'm doing the Virgin Studio with James John, Samantha Ivey, and the very funny but talkative Lavar Walker. Lavar, we were talking about you having a day job, and I have a day job. James does as well, and I think Samantha works as well. Yes, and back in the day, Lavar, I used to get comedians would talk down on me because I still have my day job, and I was still doing comedy, and they would tell me, "You ain't you got to struggle. You ain't."
No, I don't. I mean, for me, you know what I'm saying? I did like stop work. You know what I'm saying? I took a little kind of potholes in the road, but I was always good. I don't believe in because if you tell yourself you got to struggle, you will struggle. And what's the purpose for that? You know what I'm saying? If
Exactly.
you,
Exactly.
you know, and then too, you can't. I mean, for me, creatively speaking, it's very hard for me to be creative in a desperate situation. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
it's like if my stomach is grumbling, how the hell I'm supposed to be funny, and I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen them Snickers bars commercials? You mad? There's no way you can be funny when your
Hey,
stomach
hey,
feeling bad.
Lavar, I've said that to comedians.
They used to do it. They used to tell me that, but
yeah,
I was murdering. I was murdering
yeah.
so hard. Like, yeah, I know. And I used to tell comics. They would tell me, "Man, you ain't a real comedian. You got to try." I said, "You know what? You're right." Yeah, I said, "You know what's disgusting? I shouldn't be burning you guys like that.
Because y'all ain't working all day.
If you're not working all day, how am I coming in here setting the stage on fire like
Yeah,
this? It's ridiculous."
I'm with you about the way I like the Snickers analogy because I'm the
Yeah.
same way. It would be comics that'd be sitting around the Improv or any club and be starving. Like, hey, Ken, hey man, you can help me out. I'm like, bro, go. I get you want to struggle for this fame, but you can get a day job and eat
Like everybody else.
like
Yeah.
everybody else. I
'cause
get it.
You gotta now. I tell you. So I did do better, way better last year than I ever could have as a pharmacist. So that was another calming point. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just like I was
Nice.
like, "Oh, bro," but no, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and now it's like just the excitement of waking up every day with new opportunities and just being exposed to the universe. I just feel like I'm flying, bro. Like it's always something new, something different. Like I'm in Oklahoma today, then I'm in Orlando, then I come back, I go to LA for the Netflix. But
Yeah,
it's
hey.
crazy, bro.
Look at this, man. Look how blessed you are to be
Yeah,
able.
man.
I'm blessed,
You're
bro.
blessed.
I'm
bro.
blessed.
Your job is to make people happy.
Make
That's
them
what our
happy.
job is. Our job is to put smiles on people's faces. There's
That's
only
it.
2 people in this country to do that. That is comedians and hookers. That is it, bro.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
LeVar, question, man. You've been in the game 20 years. You feel anything different with comedy now and 20 years ago?
It's very different.
Amen.
I think for people starting out, you really just need to start digitally. Honestly, the grind isn't the same grind for me as really going out to the comedy clubs. Now, I love doing stand-up comedy, but I don't think, I hate to say it, but I don't know if a lot of bar and grills are really necessary anymore. I
Wow.
think you can build a fan base or organic following because the job of a comic primarily, I mean, you going out here and you trying to be a successful comedian is to put asses in seats. So you have that leverage of the internet, and I would highly, I would tell comedians, use it. Use that internet as a tool. Get your fan base up. So when you show up to these places, people are buying tickets, and now you're a business. Because
There's no way to avoid it nowadays. You have to be on social media.
right, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, I'm not gonna tell a person, dude. I mean, you just don't really have to. I mean, you can literally build your own universes, your own worlds.
Absolutely.
Be the star. You can be the biggest star of your world. So, and social media has helped me significantly too. Like, yeah.
And the reason I asked you that because we're both in a Facebook group that I'm not going to say out loud. And I saw your comment yesterday about a guy he was talking about how
I didn't want to get I didn't want to go into it with him, but he's delusional. He's delusional.
Yeah, wow. I tell a lot of comedians now, it's a business. Get them followers up.
Because and grow and know that this is your branding. So it's like, I don't know if y'all seen the side-by-side videos I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, that's like me passing out flyers. You know what I'm saying? It's the reach. It's my face being consistently seen, people making a connection. And they're like, oh man, like sometimes, with all these accomplishments that I had, they're like, hey, you do the videos. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy with that because if they know me and they feel a connection, man, that's cool. But yeah, my man is delusional, bro. It's dude.
And it's so funny you say that because people, like, for instance, Ryan Davis was a comedian before the videos popped, but people think of him as an internet guy, but he was a comic before you know, the videos pop. So it's funny
Ryan,
to see them like, yo, you the video guy, but you've been a comic for 20 years.
Yeah, Ryan is one of my closest friends in comedy. We
Nice.
talk often, and you know, Ryan was a pharmacy technician, which is crazy. But we talk often, man, and he's a brilliant brother. And
Yeah, he is.
you
He
know
is.
what
We
I'm
we,
Very
saying?
I'm
smart.
from we
He's
both from North
really,
Carolina.
yeah, he's really in love with the art form, and he's a protector of it and a keeper of it. And we just be like vibing so well in regards to it because of our passion for it. You know what I'm saying? So I
Absolutely.
got to do the videos just to get you to buy my ticket. So that's fine. I'm gonna give them to you. You know what I mean? But that's the business part. You know?
It
Yes,
is.
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, if you're listening right now, we got Lavar Walker in virtual studio with us. He will be at the Orlando Improv this weekend.
Go see him.
22nd, 23rd. We got two
Please.
Get your
shows.
tickets.
Friday,
So they-
2 shows Saturday. So let's talk about
Yeah,
the show,
we-
man. Let's talk about life
Yeah.
and Beth, bro. Let's talk
Okay,
about
so
it.
Life and Bev Hulu is a show. Amy Schumer is the creator. You know, head writer of this particular project.
You know, a small comedian. We hope she makes it.
Right.
yeah.
And Life and Beth basically just follows the journey of a woman who seems to have it all, but is unsatisfied, and she returns to do things that she loves to do, and she goes out of life. And it's what's so weird is it kind of parallels me in a way. You know what I mean? It's like she got this perfect job and life looks grand, but there's a hole on the inside of her heart. You know what I'm saying? So she goes figure it out. And in this show, I'm playing myself, LeVar, the pharmacist. And we basically grew up together. And she sees me, and I'm peppered in as young LeVar to myself now. So it's a great show, man. It was an amazing opportunity, and thankful to be on it. You know.
Bro, I
Nice.
think what you're doing is amazing, and shout out to Chicago, because Chicago got a long pedigree of some great comics. So
Really do.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh
We
yeah.
really got
got to make
some
sure we
really
say that,
great-
bro.
Yeah, I got some really good comments coming out, man. But we got about 5 minutes left, man. What you got? Anything else coming up, man? Any TV, movies, anything else you got in the works?
We got a second season of Life and Beth that just got green.
All right.
Woo! They clap it up
That'll
for
be
that,
coming up,
bro. Clap it up for that.
and you know, I'm at the Orlando Improv, and I go to LA. I mean, well, we just need to push these tickets for this show.
Oh, we
How
got
many
these
people-
tickets.
How many
We
people
got
y'all got? How many people y'all got listening to this, man?
40,000 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Yeah,
well,
man.
hey. I'm
Yeah,
about to go
man.
back to radio voice right now. What's going on, party people? I'm going to be in the place to be at the
Man.
Orlando Improv. It's going to be Friday, the 22nd, and Saturday, the 23rd. Come on down, get those tickets. If you can't get those tickets, turn on the Hulu. Watch me on Life and Beth. That's right.
Hulu.
Come on down, get those ha-has.
Get those tickets. Samantha, you got a question? You had a question.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I do. I'm mesmerized. Like I was like, man, I'd love to be on the radio. And then I'm taking a workshop. This is great. Lamar, I owe you money, bro.
Wow, that's good.
Gotcha.
Well, congrats, man.
Gotcha.
If it fills your heart, run with it, Samantha. Do this.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? That's what's important. You know.
There you
Oh
go.
man. And where can we follow you at? Where can the people follow you
you
at,
can
brother?
you can follow me, Lavar Walker, LAVAR Walker. That's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and YouTube. Lavar Walker TV.
Mhm.
All those places. All Lavar Walker.
And
Wherever you see that name, follow.
Go
I
ahead,
highly
Johnny.
recommend you guys go to YouTube and check this dude out. I was watching some of his snaps he was doing, bro. You know, we played a dozen. That's what we did growing up.
Oh yeah.
This brother is lethal. He told somebody, and I forget the comic's name. He told him, "Hey, when you just got released from slavery, did you?" He said, "When they released you from slavery last week."
I think that was Double D. I
Yeah,
think that was Double D because his hands, he got them slave hands. I don't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Don't you laugh at that, Samantha. You stop it.
It was just the fact you did T-Rex hands instead.
He was like,
He said, when they released you, he goes, "They released you from slavery 3 weeks ago. Did you?"
Oh
He
man,
told one
LeVar.
dude with a
Hey.
messed up eye. He goes, "Hey man,
So man,
what
I
was
don't
it
even
like
wanna,
reuniting with your long lost
I don't
father,
wanna,
Forrest
hey,
Whitaker?"
I don't want to get off here now. We can't go 30 more minutes, man.
We can do, you
No,
can stay on for the next segment if you want to hang out. Next
I don't
segment,
care, man.
we got current events. We got current
I
events
might
next
stay
segment.
on here. Y'all can see me
There you
walking
go.
into my show. I really don't care.
Hey, we got current events. But hey, are you a sports guy?
I'm not really in
Me
the
either.
sports heavy.
Me either, bro.
But I did get to work with the greatest players in the world on Uncle Drew. Got to spend time with Kyrie,
Amen.
Shaq, Chris Webber, Reggie Miller. Nick.
Because I figure
Nate
you
Robinson.
Chicago and Atlanta, so I didn't know who you was rooting for the playoffs.
Ooh.
What did the Bulls made it?
Yeah, the Bulls in. The Bulls are playing the Bucks. The Bucks won game 1, and Atlanta is in as I think the 8th seed. They beat Cleveland in the play-in game. I was actually in Atlanta this weekend.
So Atlanta made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, Atlanta won the playoff.
Really?
Yeah, I was in Atlanta
Good for
this
them.
weekend. My wife is an AKA, so I went to the SARC conference this weekend in Atlanta with her, and I went to a bar to watch the Atlanta game, and they was in there wilding.
Wow, that's good. Good.
Yeah,
for
so
the
that's why I
Hawks,
asked.
man.
I didn't know because you got Chicago in your blood, but you live in Atlanta, so I didn't know.
I don't really. I'd be lying to you to say I'm whack because I kind of root for who's ever winning. Like if it's the third quarter and the Bulls are up and for the Bulls, and then if the Hawks start winning, like matter of fact, I keep on 2 shirts. For each team.
You can switch out.
And I switch the shirts out. So I have like 4 shirts or 1 shirt for every quarter. Who's ever winning, that's what shirt.
That's it. That's what I'm going with.
So I'm just a horrible. I'm just a horrible team person.
Which is so crazy to hear about somebody from Chicago because y'all are like crazy fans.
Yeah, bro. I was. My brother is big into hooping and ball, but I wasn't athletically inclined, bro. All I could do was roast people and tell jokes. And,
bro,
you know.
Ain't that wrong with that?
Check out that YouTube, Ken.
Hey, we gonna take a quick commercial break. LeVar gonna stick around with us, man. Don't forget, Friday and Saturday we got LeVar at the Orlando Improv. Go to improv.
Orlando Improv. Y'all gonna get them tickets.
All right, man. We'll be right back. Real Radio 104.1.
Oh.
It's Real Radio 104.1. We are your nightcap of comedy. It is Wednesday night, April the 20th, and we are having a blast, man. Remember, guys, please go find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Follow us, like us, and subscribe to our YouTube page. You get to see these beautiful ass faces, man. Normally, our guests stay one segment, but he's been so cool, and Lavar Walker has been with me, James, and Samantha Ivey for the whole night. Let's get into some current events, man. Let's get into some current events.
Hey, Ken, you forgot to tell people they can find us on blackpeoplemeet.com.
And Black People Meet, man. We still on Mi Gente.
I'm talking about Samantha Ivey's on there.
That's how I got on the
show. So James, I don't know, at the beginning of the month, Samantha, Elon Musk threatened to pretty much buy Twitter. That was his thing. He was gonna buy Twitter.
I heard that.
He had invested like $3 billion. He bought like $3 billion in stocks on Twitter on April the 4th. And his plan was to come in and buy Twitter. And it was so funny because he was like, if I buy this, the whole board salary's gone.
Wow.
Like he was coming in, he was buying it, a $43 billion hostile takeover. But the thing is, the more that I pay attention and look at the story, people think he's just trolling.
But he bought it though, right?
No, he bought stock. Like you could buy stock in any company, but he wants to buy the whole thing.
Let me tell you something, man.
Break it down, man.
He might be, dog, because Elon is actually like a comedian, dog. He often he hangs around Chappelle and Rogan. And I talked to Donnell, and I was like, Donnell, what was it like for Elon coming to the show? He was like, yo, son, you ever been in a room where one man can fuck everybody? I'm like, whoa, like, wow, because he's so rich and powerful. I was like, that's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But think about this, right? Because I have a Tesla. I got a Model S, and I buy the stock. And think about this, right? So Tesla has a Model S, a Model 3, a Model X, and a Model Y. Sexy. You see that?
Wow, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, bro. Like this dude is a comedian, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I love the way he's just he seems to be a very humble dude. And I just like I love what he does, bro. I mean, because he
like
makes
when
sense, dude.
I like when
He
a rich
makes a
dude
lot of
trolls
sense.
like that, though. I think that is hilarious, man. Because that means he's bored and he wants something to do. So he
Well,
he
you
can
know
throw
he
it-
bored,
bro,
James. He
and
just
it-
go to space.
And then, bro, people gotta realize, dog, this is like literally probably one of the smartest human beings on our planet, bro.
Yes.
Like,
True
why
that.
wouldn't you listen to this guy? Like,
I don't know.
he is this guy is so advanced and building rockets and shit. I mean, he makes sense. I don't get people, man.
Yo,
I don't get people.
so Lavar, he funny. You giving him 5 minutes this weekend? if he popped up at your show, you be like, yo, Eli, go on do a type 5.
Shit. Why? Hey, why not? Shit, T.I. just did 5 minutes.
Oh!
Hey, yo, speaking of that, how you feel about that, man?
I think it's dope, man. You know, if you want anything somebody want to do, they should do. You know what I'm saying? Like he been doing this thing. I kind of joke with him a little bit because, you know, that was one of my big jokes. I used to impersonate him. You know. And you know, I see him out doing his thing. He getting it together. He moving along. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an issue with it because I don't believe that what he's doing is hindering my progress in any.
That's what I have been saying, bro. I'm like, he's not messing up any of my week. None of my gigs have got canceled because of T.I. My only thing was, I guess the whole going over time, going up after the headliner.
He's just learning. I mean, you know, but you gotta make the mistakes to learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
he's going from being a headliner to having to learn rules.
Yeah, and every time I see him now, he look at my clothes. You dressing a lot like me. Everything you got on look like me. You look like I'm like. Indubitably, I would like to say that for everyone that begins to atrocitize any of those things with due jurisdiction, that's him. He told me he swear I made millions of dollars off impersonating him.
Because they don't know how comedy works.
You made millions off of me. You made millions off of me, and you ain't gave me a dime.
That's right.
You ain't gave me a dime.
Hey, Lavar, you done T.I., you done Steve,
Lil Rel.
Who else you got, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no other motherfucking place I would rather be outside of Orlando, motherfucking Florida. This is the most dirty, beautiful place that I've ever seen in my motherfucking life.
Oh my!
Don't you dare tell me that my hair is not luxurious.
Oh my goodness!
Yo, they gonna beep our whole show.
I got it.
Hey, here go one more.
Get
Give
it, bro.
up for the fat bitches. Throw the weed up here. Throw it up here.
Hey, I didn't want to bring this up. I was on your Wikipedia. Y'all cool?
Yeah, we cool now. I mean, yeah, man, we got cool on the set of Uncle Drew.
Okay.
We spoke, you know what I'm saying? He
I read that was crazy to me.
Man, I ain't like that shit. Motherfucker had powder and shit on my nose. I wanted to kill him.
Oh well, hey, yeah, I read that and I was like, I was gonna say something. I'm like, man, it's so in the past, and I didn't want to bring it up. So
it's all good. We almost 10 years now, but I don't mind. It's part of my history, man.
Well, tell me.
But I respect that though.
Yeah, you know we try not to. Yeah, we ain't trying to be the gotcha radio show. That ain't what we do. Nah, not at all. We spread love and positivity, if you will.
Go ahead, Jay. What was you about to say?
No, I forgot what I was going to say right now. I was just laughing at the fact this dude is so talented. He can do these different voices, these celebrities at will, man. Especially the T.I. The T.I.
Did y'all ever interview George what? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's stupid. You know what's stupid?
Bro, I just interviewed George on my TV show. That's exactly what he sounds like, man. Shout out to Mr. George Wallace, man.
George Wallace.
Gotcha.
Shoot, James, get him on yours Friday. What you think?
I'm
No,
trying,
he ain't
bro.
got-
When is he getting to town, though?
What time you get into town Friday, Lavar? James got a TV show as well.
We're gonna be there because I'm gonna bring my wife and my baby out there. Cause
Oh,
we'll
nice.
probably go to Universal Saturday morning. But
There you go.
There you go.
we 6 hours away, so.
Oh,
I guess we'll
you're
leave
not
early
flying
in
in.
the morning.
You just driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Oh, nice, man. That
But
don't
don't tell the club that because I still want them to
per
be
diem.
my vibe.
Hey,
I
man.
hope the club ain't listening to this.
No,
No,
they
they
ain't
not,
listening,
they not,
man.
they not.
Well, we can
Krista,
talk about that off
he
air,
joking.
Jay. We'll talk about
Krista,
it off
he
air,
joking.
James.
He
We'll
joking.
talk about it off air
I'm
about the
joking,
show
Krista.
Friday.
Sell these tickets. I need y'all to buy these tickets, Orlando.
They gonna get them, man. Hey, so we talked about Bad Boy. You working with Will Smith. What you feel about the Will Smith Chris Rock situation?
That's a comment.
Dude,
As a comic, and as a husband.
Yes. Ooh.
Dude, I just think it was bogus. I think Will was out of pocket.
So do
But
I.
he lost his cool, and Will has probably been suppressing a lot over the years.
Yes.
I believe Will is in a
Yes.
relationship with a woman that does not love him. I mean, she just don't like him, and his unyielding love and care and trying to prove his love. Like when he walked up there, that was like that scene in 5 Heartbeat when the man said, "Every night I got to prove my love." That's what that felt like. And he's just he's in a dark place, and I think it all just exploded this night, bro. I mean,
I gotta agree with you, LeVar.
because if you look at his career, dude, this dude is squeaky clean. I mean, come
Squeaky
on,
clean. Squeaky clean.
Will Smith, bro, dude, this guy's a saint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'll be honest, he emasculated Chris Rock. Yes, he did. It's very embarrassing, but it looked like a relatively soft slap. It was like he moved his hand some kind of way. I've never seen anybody. And then he bought it down. I was like, that don't look like a real slap. Like, for whatever reason. So,
but it was disrespectful.
Oh God, dude. He humiliated that man.
Yeah.
He humiliated that man.
Absolutely.
And I mean, he would have to be Will Smith to slide.
Yes.
I mean, any lesser of an actor, they would have burned him on the cross. And oh my God, if it was a white actor, we would be in a fucking race war.
Got it.
Like, could you imagine? I'm sorry,
No.
man. I'm not trying to say you, but
It's all
I'm
good.
just saying, like, could you imagine, bro? Like that
No.
was just, it was, bro. It was like, and they still should because Will Smith is such a huge box office draw. They don't know what to do. They didn't
know what to do. When he did it, people just got up. They started clapping because they didn't know what to do. They said, I don't know what we should do. Let's just clap.
And
bro.
And that's the thing right now. I'm throwing the quotation up that Netflix trying to take him off the platform. But right now they say there's 10 movies out there that want Will Smith in the movie.
Let me tell you something, dude.
Talk about it.
The genie is out of the bottle, right? So, yeah, Netflix can take him off. And Paramount, Peacock, HBO Max, Showtime.
Pick it up in a minute.
Yeah.
Use those subscribers.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is on HBO Max right now.
If you're looking at
doing
this
numbers.
Dude, this is just numbers, bro. I'm looking at this objectively. Will Smith, he slapped the man, but he still deserves a redemption story.
And that's what they say.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that man's not going nowhere. He got too much drawing power, especially now. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this was bad for Chris Rock and him. But, dude, nobody even cares about the Oscars anymore, dude. I mean, this helped the Oscars, really.
Yeah. Honestly, if we're being real about it, it absolutely boosted the ratings.
Because as a kid, we watched the Oscars because we had 3 channels.
Yes.
Exactly.
We had 3 channels: ABC, CBS, NBC, and then Fox. But other than that, if you ain't have cable, you ain't have all them channels.
So here's the game, right? What's happening now, dude? We have so much content. We have an overabundance of content. And now the scarcity is in attention. Your attention is the money. So they're fighting. All these platforms are doing this and using these algorithms to keep you on them to run advertisements, and not only run advertisements, but to study and collect your data.
Yep.
Because the more data they have on you, the easier it is to sell, the easier it is to figure out your patterns and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
So they're not going to let that attention just go out the window, almost to the point where Will Smith has enough money to literally start his own app. Like,
oh yeah,
he can start his own app.
Yeah. Put all his stuff on his app for streaming.
Honestly, like they're not gonna. They're dude. Trust me. Will ain't going nowhere, man.
He's
going
not
nowhere.
He's
Well, we
not.
got to get up out of here, man. Hey, we want to
get them tickets,
please.
We gotta go, bro. We gotta go. We only got an hour show, man. We gotta go, bro.
I am a part of the crew now.
Hey, man, y'all, please check out Lavar Walker this weekend at the Orlando Improv, April the 22nd and the 23rd, and check out his show on Hulu. Life and Beth. Lavar, thank you so. Life and Beth. Lavar, thank you so much.
Appreciate you, brother,
for kicking with us tonight, man. And we appreciate we love you, brother. We'll be there this weekend to check you out, man.
We'll be there.
Hey, can't wait to meet y'all, man. Come on, pull up on me, man.
We'll do, brother.
First
y'all,
round
man.
on us.
Hey, y'all DM me y'all numbers when y'all get off here. Go to my Instagram, DM me.
Gotcha.
We'll
Absolutely,
do, bro.
All of y'all.
Hey, so this is Ken Miller. That's Lavar Walker, James John, Samantha Ivey. This is Real Labs. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tomorrow night, James John will be in the big chair. Thank y'all for listening. God bless you and good night.
Good night.